Morning all, happy Monday. Welcome. This is a 45-minute yoga fusion class. And basically the only props you need for the class, of course, is your body, but you'll also need a chair. So this chair is it's a standard kind of metal folding chair. It's got a wide leg base, so there's plenty of stability. So if you start pressing on this chair, it's not going to start moving, all right? So we'll use the chair either for sitting and or standing or both moves. And you can modify as you need. So if you find you need to sit down and do the marching, you can do the marching sitting down. So I will try to offer modifications as best I can. And the other thing to remember as we move through the practice is just to pay attention to what the body is saying, what the mind is saying. And if you need to skip something, you have options. If you can't do all of the moves, you can modify, and I'll try to show modifications. You could do something else, another posture, or you could skip it altogether. So just, you are in charge. So this will be a good, gentle warm-up, and everything should be moving well by the time we're done. So we're going to start focusing on the lower body to begin with. So let's go ahead and find, maybe the feet could be about shoulder width apart. You can want to put the hands on the hip crease or maybe the waist. And you're going to start inhaling as you circle the hips forward. Exhale, squeezing the navel to spine as you round in the back. So finding your little rhythm here. And it may be that you want to keep the torso fairly uninvolved, or you may want to get it more involved once you get the hang of that movement. So focusing, connecting the breath with the movement, inhaling forward, exhaling back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's corkscrew back to center. And now we're going to swirl those hips in the opposite direction. So remembering to coordinate breath with movement, big full breaths, LSD breaths, long, slow, deep breaths. And you're inhaling forward as you exhale, squeeze navel to spine as you circle to the back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's corkscrew back to center. Let's just work our way up the body a bit here, rolling some shoulders to warm the upper body area, the shoulder girdle. So you're drawing invisible circles in the air with your shoulders. The two sides may not feel the same, and you're just going to notice that. No self-judgment, just observing. Let's go ahead and circle the shoulders the other way. Oh, yeah. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the arms can come down to stillness. Let's go ahead and just rotate the arms. You're rotating the arm bone there into this shoulder girdle. We're pumping synovial fluid into the joint. So synovial fluid isn't generated until you move the joint. So we're busy generating our synovial fluids for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bringing that just down to stillness for a few breaths here. Soft knees here. Inhale up. Fingertips stretch to sky. Exhale, press the arms down by the side of the body. Inhale, stretch arms up. Exhale, down by the side of the body. Stretching and bending. Big full breaths here. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's float the arms up one more time. And now we're just going to stretch the arms like you're climbing that invisible rope. Oh, yeah. The challenge here is to keep that chest square to the front of your space, perhaps that straight edge of your mat, if you're using a mat. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and then floating those arms slowly down by the side of the body, resisting the gravity. Let's now focus on that lower body. So the feet and the legs are directly under the hips where that femur bone connects into the pelvic girdle. That's hip distance. Let's start by lifting the right heel up. You're going to spread the toes wide, press it down, lift the opposite heel, the left, right and left. Standing tall while you're spreading those toes wide. We tend to forget about our feet till they start hurting. So let's send some love to the feet for 4, 3, 2, 1. You might want to continue at this pace or maybe double time the feet, bicycle pedal the heels. You can decide what works for you. If you need to be near a wall, perhaps, maybe a finger or two on the wall or perhaps on your chair for balance, that's an option. Pedaling those feet, perhaps, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. And now we're going to just start lifting those heels, lifting the feet if that's available. Lifting opposite leg, opposite arms until it turns into a little baby march here. So getting those feet up off of the earth if that's available. And once you get into the coordination of arms and legs moving, you might want to lift those knees high up to the waist, nothing higher than waist height. So we're doing a little vigorous march, getting some blood pumping throughout the system for 8, 7, try to make it vigorous, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the marching going. Now it's going to be a little brain gym here. So it's out, out, in, out, out. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then coming back to center and slowly bringing arms and legs down to stillness. And then just coming to stillness and just pausing right here. One hand on heart, one hand on belly, eyes could drop closed. And just noticing, where has the energy moved in the body? Heart beating, blood flowing, life force, chi, moving throughout the system. So let's take some deep, full breaths here. They're called 3-part Durga breaths. Inhale, belly expands, rib cage expands, collarbones lift. You're pausing at the top. Exhaling, collarbones, rib cage, belly. Noticing that pause at the bottom. Inhale, belly expands, rib cage expands, collarbones lift. Noticing the emptiness at the top. Exhale, collarbones, rib cage, belly. Squeezing out all the stale air, noticing the emptiness at the bottom. 2 more, just like that on your own. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. From here, let's keep the feet directly under the hips. Let's bounce the heels this time. Now we're just doing a little bounce. If you can lift the heels off of the earth, maybe a 1/2 inch, maybe even 1/4 inch. If the feet don't want to come up at all, you can just keep the feet flat and bounce with the legs for 8. And just keep moving. 7, any way you feel. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, working on bone density here. And 1, strengthening the lower legs, the calves, the heels, the Achilles tendons. Yay. And then slowly bringing that bouncing down to stillness. Noticing how the energy feels in those lower legs and those calves. Mine are nice and warm. Let's take the legs wide. And here again, I didn't mention, if you happen to have props at home, like yoga blocks, straps, or weights, you're welcome to have those handy. They're always optional, so don't panic if you don't have any of those items. So the legs go wide, toes point out 30 to 45 degrees. Hands could be on hip crease or waist. Inhale, bend the knees, they track over the toes. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten the legs. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's stay down on 1 little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then coming back all the way up, nice and easy. Let's go ahead and heel toe the feet together or step the feet together. One more time, open the shoulders, roll them open that chest. From here, let's address our chairs. I'm going to take the chair, let's see, goes this way. I think it's better this way for today's positioning. All right, so you've got the chair, you're facing the back part of the chair. So from here, the feet again are directly under the hips. I won't mirror you for this. So let's take the left foot forward. The right foot is going to step back. Now the legs need to be wide enough apart so you feel stable. Imagine you've got one of those large exercise balls and you're squeezing the thighs together. So you've got some tension going on in the legs. The torso will stay upright. Inhale, lift back right heel. Exhale, press it into the earth. Lifting and pressing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relift the back heel. Now both legs are going to bend, but the torso still stays upright. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Let's do little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-straighten those legs. Now, you're going to keep that back right heel lifted. You're going to tilt the pelvis, the torso, right over the seat of the chair. You're going to lift the back right leg and point the toe. You're not going to let the head dangle here. You're one long line of energy. Inhale, touching, inhale. Exhale, lift the straight leg. Touching and lifting for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Refloat the leg, flex the right foot. Inhale, bend right knee. Exhale, stretch the leg away for 4, 3, 2, 1. Repoint that leg, keep it straight. We're going to touch the toes down on the left. You might want to follow the foot with your gaze, lifting the leg, touching down right, side to side, nice and easy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That foot goes over to the left. You're tucking the 5 toes and you're lifting that right heel. Inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, press it into the mat. Inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, press it into the mat for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Right foot meets the left. Let's go ahead and micro bend the knees left and right here. Maybe noticing that left butt cheek. That should feel different from the right. And then you're going to bring the knees to stillness and you're going to float the body upright. Roll the shoulders so you're opening the chest. And just pausing here between sides, noticing how you feel. Breathing. Now let's take the right foot forward, the left foot comes back. Both sets of toes point forward. So you're going to lift the back left heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press it into the mat. Lifting and pressing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relift the back left heel. Now both legs bend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 4, 3, 2. Let's do 4 more if you can. For 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1 little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Re-straighten. And now you're going to tilt that torso over the seat of the chair, grabbing the sides of the chair. Left leg is straight. Point the toes. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5. Pelvis is squared. 4, 3, 2. Refloat the leg on 1. Flex the left foot. Bend the left knee. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten the leg away for 4, 3, 2, 1. Refloat, point that toe. Foot touches down on the right. You could follow the foot with your gaze. Lift the leg, touching down left for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then take that foot back over to the right. Lift the heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then the left foot comes back to meet the right. Let's do a little micro bending with the knees here, recalibrating the hips and the legs, and then slowly coming up, slowly to avoid head rush. Big full breath. And then just taking a moment to pause, noticing how you feel. This next portion will be about facing the back of your chair one more time. The feet are hip distance apart, the toes point forward. We're going to lift up on those tippy toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. 8, 7, 6, standing tall. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's stay lifted on 1 so you're on those tippy toes. Now you need to find a spot that doesn't move. It could be on the wall in front of you. It could be on the floor. In yoga, it's called a drishti point. Maybe one arm wants to come up, balancing. Maybe a second arm wants to come up, balancing. Maybe it doesn't. You choose. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then the arms can come down, the heels can come down, and we're going to do one more thing with the feet. So now the feet are in first position. So the heels come together, the toes point outward. You're still facing the back of your chair. We're still going to go up on those tippy toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Lifting and pressing for 4, 3, 2, stay up on 1 on the tippy toes. Now you're going to track the knees over toes, little baby plie here. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. For 8, or as many as you can manage. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's stay down on 1. Little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-straighten those legs. Now the heels can float down to the earth. Ah, big sigh of relief. Let out some sound if that feels good. And now I'm going to take the chair and face it this way. We'll do a little bit of balancing here, and then we'll go sit on the chair. So your standing leg will be the leg closest to the chair. You're going to lift that left leg up, and then you're going to extend it, rebend it, place it down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, if you have a yoga strap, you could assist yourself by strapping it around the ball of that foot. If not, if you don't have a strap and you need an assist for the leg, grab the back of the thigh, all right? So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. If you were using a strap, lose it, redangle the leg. The lower leg now swings like a pendulum on a clock for 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming to stillness. Figure 8s with that knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Float it down slowly, slowly. Shake out the legs. Maybe a little bounce would feel good. Little wiggles. We're still going to return to standing on this closest leg to the chair. Leg comes forward, and then you're going to extend the arm forward. The back toe could touch the earth, or that leg could float parallel to the floor. You can choose. Inhale. Exhale, draw the leg and the arm in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Stay out on 1. Balancing for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly arm and leg comes down, and you can shake everything out. And let's go to the other side. Again, if you have props and want to use it, you could substitute a strap with a scarf, a belt, a dog leash, or a bathrobe tie if you don't have an official strap. So now the leg closest to the chair is the standing leg. Maybe you want to slip the strap around the ball of that right foot if you're doing in the right foot. Or you could grab the back of the thigh, avoid the knee joint if you don't have a strap. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. If you were using a strap, lose it. Refloat that leg. The lower leg is going to dangle, just like the pendulum on a clock for 4, 3, 2, 1, coming to stillness. Now figure 4 with that leg. Nice and gentle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Take the leg down, shake it out if that feels appropriate. We're going to do that balancing bit now. So inhale. Inhale as you go forward. The arm floats forward straight. The back toe could touch the earth, or that back leg could float parallel to the earth. Exhale as you bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. For 4, 3, 2. Hold it out on 1. Pelvis is square to the earth. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm and leg come in, float back down to neutral, shake everything out. You might want to grab some water here. Always good to have water available. I'm going to keep my yoga blocks nearby. If you don't have the blocks, don't worry. Those can be substituted with canned goods bottles of water or nothing. I will give you the option for nothing. So let's approach the chair. You're going to mindfully place your bum on the seat of the chair, more close to the front of the chair than the back of the chair, okay? So let's just start by sitting tall. You might want to pull flush away from sits bones here so you can get a really good connection with the seat of the chair with your sits bones. And then the feet are nice and flat. Palms can rest on the thighs. Let's go ahead and take the right hand, place it outside of the left thigh. The left arm stretches out, the fingertips scan the horizon, and you're twisting gently to the left here, twisting, twisting, till you come to that sticking point. There you will stop. The back arm could wrap around the chair, which gives you a little more leverage for this twist. So everything from the waist down is pointing forward. Everything from the waist up is twisting to the left. A seated twist. Let's go ahead and stay in the twist, but we're going to slightly release here. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly unwinding the whole package here, coming back to neutral, noticing left side of the body and the right side of the body. Do they feel the same? Taking the left hand, placing it outside of that right thigh. Right hand now scans the horizon. The palm is flat. You're surveying the horizon as you twist to the right until you come to that sticking point. There you will stop. The back arm can wrap around the back of the chair. You're looking over the right shoulder to the wall behind you. Everything from the waist down is pointing forward. Everything from the waist up is twisting to the right. So staying in this twist, just slightly release. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming back to center slowly, slowly, slowly. And again, noticing maybe little wiggles right here to readjust. And noticing right side of the body and the left side of the body. Very nice. Now let's shift our weight over to the right so that this more or less, this right butt cheek is pretty much off of the chair. You're going to extend that right leg long. Then you're going to take your top left arm and stretch over towards the right. Now I'm modifying because I have a shoulder injury. So that arm should be by the ear, the fingertips stretching to the side wall, and you're stabilizing yourself with your left foot on the earth. For 4, 3, big side stretch, 2, 1. Coming back to center, top elbow bends. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then just coming back over slowly, slowly. Let's take that hand, grab the side of your chair. Let's go the other way. Inhale over. Exhale back. Inhale over. Oh. Exhale back. This time, let's stay over. See if you can keep the chest square to the front of your space, to your screen. And let's inhale, bend top elbow. Exhale, press it away. Inhale, top elbow. Exhale, press it away. Let's do 2 more. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And then that top arm can just float down slowly, slowly, resisting the gravity. And let's draw that right leg in, returning to the center of the seat of your chair. Let's bounce the legs between the sides so we can kind of recalibrate. And then bringing those legs to stillness, shifting your weight over to the other side towards the left side of your chair. This butt cheek could be pretty much off of the chair, or partially on the chair and partially off the chair. And this right foot is stabilizing yourself with a nice flat foot rooting into the earth. We're going to take the top right arm and stretch it over to the side. Oh, huge side stretch. Feel good. Inhale. And let's just open it a couple times. Inhale and exhale. Oh, big stretch. Feels good. Let's stay over now. Inhale, and then come with the top elbow bent. Inhale, bend it. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Oh, let's do 2 more. Breathing and stretching. Breathing and stretching. And then sweeping that top arm overhead slowly, resisting the gravity as you come down. The right hand grabs the side of the seat of the chair. Top arm comes over. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 4, 3. Big stretch. Feels good. 2, 1. And now let's bend the elbow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, just for 4, 3, 2, and then floating it up, triple slow time, and then drawing that leg in, coming back to the center of your chair. Let's bounce the legs one more time, just get some redistribution of energy going here. Let's go ahead and take the legs wide apart now. So you're sitting close to the front of your chair. You're not collapsing into the back of the chair. So you can place your hands on the thighs here. It's a placement. It's not a death press, you know. So, and so you're going to, from crown of head to tailbone, you're just going to tilt forward until crown of head to tailbone is indeed parallel to your floor or your mat. You're going to migrate right shoulder over to the left knee. It won't get there, but that's the idea. So you can rest the left forearm on the left thigh. The right shoulder is migrating towards the left knee. You're looking over the left shoulder now to the wall behind. And on the right side, the right hand presses into the right thigh. The right thigh presses into the right hand. So we're in a seated twist with an isometric press on the right for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center, slowly, slowly. You're still parallel to the earth, crown to tailbone. Now right forearm can rest on right thigh. You're looking over the right shoulder to the wall behind. And there's this isometric press going on the left. The left hand presses into left thigh presses into left hand. Big full breath. for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center now, slowly moving your shoulders side to side here at your own pace, side to side, right and left. Getting a nice twist in the spine. Imagine the spine is like a wet washcloth. We're wringing it out, pumping in fresh blood, life force, energy. A couple more shifts here from side to side at your own pace. Very nice. Oh, and then coming back to center. Let's come to sit upright one more time, back to neutral. Let's try this, tucking the chin. Inhale, tucking the chin. And this is trying to get the spine as flexible as you can get it. It's a whip-like motion with the spine. So inhale, tuck the chin. Exhale, you're coming down like you're breaking the waves with your head. Imagine you're a little fish or a dolphin. Inhale, tuck the chin. Exhale, break the waves. Yeah, get the spine flexible as much as possible. And then we'll do this for 4, nice and gentle. 3, 2, and 1. And then we come back to neutral. Noticing, just letting things settle. And now we're going to do the opposite. So leading with the chin, exhale forward. Inhale, tuck the chin as you roll it up. Exhale forward. Tuck the chin as you roll it up. Getting the spine moving. Breathing. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. And then coming back to neutral, sitting upright, crown of head lined up with tailbone, noticing where the energy may have shifted in the body. For this one, we'll keep the legs wide. You can interlace the fingers with your, like you're praying, or it could be a grabbing of opposite wrists, or you could grab a weight. This will be like chopping wood. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Very nice. And then floating it upright very slowly. You can keep the legs wide. Here, you can combine the hands together with either no weight, 1 weight, or 2 weights. So we're going to circle this. You're grounding through your sits bones, and we're mixing up our witch's cauldron. We're getting ready for Halloween. Well, it's still a month away, but anyway, we're stirring up the witch's cauldron, and we're keeping it in the upper body. So you're just grounding through the waist down onto your chair. Let's go the other direction, swirling whatever lovely concoction you've got there in your cauldron. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Coming back to stillness. If you were using weights, can lose them for now. Stay in your chair. I'm going to do this on an angle so you can see it better. All right. So for this one, you're still more to the front of your seat of your chair. Crown of head to tailbone, flat like a diving board. You're going to just tilt back till you hit your back of your chair. Grab the back of one thigh, lift the leg, float the other leg, grab the back of the thigh, and starts fluttering. You can start fluttering the feet, and you're going to pump the belly here. So expand the belly like a balloon, and then squeeze it back to the spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and legs come to stillness. One leg comes down, second leg comes down. And now if you have weights, you might want to add them. If you don't, just a soft fist with the hands, all right? So the same idea. Back is straight. You're going to tilt back towards the back of your chair till you hit the back of your chair. Arms going to go straight up into the ceiling. You're going to round the arms like you're embracing our friend, the barrel, I've spoken of often. Opening it up. Inhale, open. Exhale, press. Inhale, open. Tuck the chin here. Exhale, press. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Be sure to tuck the chin. 2, 1. Reopen. Arms are still bent. Little pumps here. Just little pumps to the side, working on the pecs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then reclose. Coming down, arms come to straight. Lose the weights if you were using the weights. You can stay in your chair. And we'll do one last thing before we retire to Shavasana, resting pose. So you're in your chair. Hands can be stacked over the heart center, or you could hook the thumbs together, spread the fingers wide. That's Eagle Mudra. Feet are flat. We're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. You can do 4 more. Try 4 more. 4, 3, 2. At your own pace. You don't have to go at my pace. 1. And then finding your way back to your chair. Hands can unwind. You can place the hands on the thighs. And you can actually sit all the way into the back of your chair now, but you're sitting tall. You might want to pull flush away from sits bones to get a firmer connection to the seat of your chair. And then once you've organized your arms and your legs, feet are flat, pressing into the earth. And then the palms can rest either down on the thighs, which is for stability and grounding, or the palms could be open, and that is for receiving. So you can choose what works for you. So once you've organized your arms and your legs, allow the eyes to drop closed, breathing into any residual tension that might remain. Noticing a softness forming in the soles of the feet, as though you're immersing those feet into a delicious hot tub. And that relaxation moves into the feet themselves, the ankles, the low legs, the calves, the shins. And then that softness, that relaxation moves into the knee joints, permeating the complex structure of the knees. And then it moves into the thighs, allowing the legs and the feet to become very, very heavy. The softness now moves into the pelvis, the buttocks, the hips, the low back releases. And then it moves from the pelvis into the waist and the torso, enveloping the ribs, the heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, colon, spleen, pancreas, all those vital organs deeply relaxed, marinating in this delicious relaxation. The softness moves up the chest and into the shoulders, rolling down both arms, all the way to the fingertips, all the way to the fingertips. And then it moves into the throat and the neck. and then it envelops the head, all the way to the crown of the head. The back of the neck releases, the face and the jaw let go. The tongue lies at the bottom of the mouth, teeth slightly apart. Eyes sink deep into the skull, as though a white circle of healing light envelops the entire body. Noticing back body and front body, right side and left side. Noticing the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. And just for a few breaths here, pause in Shavasana. Here's a poem from Mary Oliver entitled, I Worried. I worried a lot. Will the garden grow? Will the rivers flow in the right direction? Will the earth turn as it was taught? And if not, how shall I correct it? Was I right? Was I wrong? Will I be forgiven? Can I do better? Will I ever be able to sing? Even the sparrows can do it. And I am, well, hopeless. Is my eyesight fading, or am I just imagining it? Am I going to get rheumatism, lockjaw, dementia? Finally, I saw that worrying had come to nothing and gave it up and took my old body and went out into the morning and sang. If you'd like to remain here in Shavasana for as long as feels right, please feel free to stay right there. But if you're ready to meet the day, begin to bring some gentle movement to fingers and toes and arms and legs, and perhaps deepening the breath. And then on the next inhale, let's float the palms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, Samastiti. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you stand in the light of your own true self. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.